Welcome to Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. This season's broadcast coverage is made possible in part by College Street Cottages, Georgetown Jewelry, Georgetown Shirt Company, Glenn Patterson, Realtor, Grand Endeavor Homes, Oak Ridge Disciple House, and Rob Hip Insurance. And now, on to the field with color analyst Michael Francis and the voice of the Patriots, Travis Banks.
And good evening to everyone listening, and welcome to another season of high school football here in the Central Texas area. I'm Travis Banks. We thank you very much for tuning in to a special Thursday night edition of Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. Now, for those of you who have been following the Eastview Patriot program and these broadcasts for the last couple of years, you might remember that I have been working with Stephen Strong for the past several years. Well, Stephen is moving on to bigger and better things here at SHN Sports. He will be working with the SHN Friday football broadcast every single Friday night, and you can hear him during the pregame, postgame, and halftime shows for each and every SHN broadcast this season. And taking his spot alongside me is none other than Michael Francis. Michael, welcome to the Eastview crew. Happy to have you here with us.
Thank you, Travis. Glad to be here. Looking forward to a great season of Patriot football. It's exciting to be at this point right now, back at football season.
You know, Michael, I always talk about how the first game of the season there's just a feeling like no other. There's just so much optimism and so much hope with every single team, because for every single team, there's a chance that it could be their year. It could be their year to go to state. It could be their year to go all the way up to Arlington, Texas, Jerry World, Cowboy Stadium, win that state title that every team in this state so covets. And it's even more so for Eastview this year because there's going to be a new face on the sidelines coaching the Eastview Patriots, and that man is the new head coach of the Eastview Patriots, Jared Feacock.
Coach Feacock. I got to meet with him last week and watch the Patriots scrimmage Leander, and they had an impressive showing versus Leander last week. So they've got a lot of promise, have some skill in their quarterback, Jackson Colson, and their running back, Isaiah Quentin Jackson, on both sides of the ball. So Quentin Jackson, he had an interception last week. He ran the ball in for a couple of touchdowns versus Leander. Jackson looked comfortable in the pocket. He looked comfortable in the RPO. And Eastview handled themselves well versus a 6A class school in the Leander Lions.
And Eastview is going up against yet another 6A school tonight here, the Westwood Warriors, and this is actually a return game in a home-and-home series between these two schools. They both met during Week 1 last year at Georgetown, and it was not a good result for Eastview. They lost that game by a score of 38-21 in a game that was not as close as that score indicated. And Eastview is looking to, have a little bit of a different result tonight, Michael, because, again, a new coaching staff and a new wave of optimism among this team.
Well, I can tell you this. The coaches and their reactions to the players last week during the scrimmage, there's a lot of enthusiasm. Coach Feacock gets involved with his players. He cheerleads. He gets those guys all pumped up and excited to play. He cheers them on when they make great plays. He corrects them when they make the mistakes. And the Patriots are looking for redemption tonight versus Eastwood. And with a new coach, hope to bring on a new promise of outstanding Patriot football.
And as you mentioned, Michael, two familiar names returning to the Patriot roster this year, that being quarterback Jackson Colson and Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who will be starting on both sides of the ball, as you already mentioned, Michael. He'll be the starting tailback, and he will also be the starting weak safety. But you look down this too deep, Michael, and it's just a whole lot of new names, as there was a lot of graduating seniors from the Patriots football team last year, and that's both good and bad. Bad in terms that a lot of these players might be inexperienced, but good in that they might be looking to make an impact, so they might go out there and work a little bit harder than you might expect them to.
Right. Well, Dave Campbell, Texas football, in their notation of the Patriots, actually showed Coach Feacock coming with 11 returning starters. He had like 6 on offense and 5 on defense. But some of those names are missing from the Dave Campbell Texas football that are not on the two deep or on the roster for the Patriots this year.
As the Westwood Warriors take the field, followed now by the Eastview Patriots. We would like to apologize for the lack of a crowd mic this evening. We are coming to you live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex here in, I think we're still in Round Rock. It's Round Rock Independent School District.
Actually, it is North Austin.
You never can be too sure these days with the way Austin is growing. As Eastview takes the field, we are just a little over 2.5 minutes away from kickoff here at the KRAC. Eastview versus Westwood on a special edition of Georgetown Eastview High School Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Yeah, we'd like to thank the fine folks over at Georgetown Jewelry, Ricky Poe, for his sponsorship of SHN's studio, which is something new that we have this year, which, as you mentioned with Stephen Strong, he will be doing the broadcast of SHN Friday football from the SHN studios. And so some great things happening for SHN this year. We're really excited to get things going. The promise of a great season with Coach Feacock and his accomplishments that he had at San Saba, Travis. I don't know if you really researched his history. He's not a stranger to big classification football. He coached at 6A Weatherford Kangaroos as an offensive coordinator there before taking the reins of the Armadillos of San Saba. He took an 0-10 San Saba team, 3-7 hit for his first season, and then for his second season there last year, took them 14-1 and was a state semifinalist for championship football in Jerry World.
That's an incredible feat on its own, and as the players set up for the national anthem, we will go ahead and continue speaking since we have no crowd mic. And it's not like Coach Feacock is coming into a total rebuild situation with this Patriot football team, Michael, because this is a team that made the playoffs last year. They ended a 3-year drought of not making the playoffs, so it's not like he's coming into a winless team like he was over the last couple of years at his last stop. He has a lot he can build on, but it's not like the expectations are so low that even a one-win season would be.
Yeah, absolutely right. Not only were they a playoff team, but they are also co-district champions last year, along with Leander Glenn and Brenham. So looking to actually take it outright this year.
Yeah, we were talking about the road trips to Marble Falls and Brenham. We'll be making the road trip to Marble Falls here in a couple of weeks. Brenham, of course, that game being on the road last year for Eastview, will be at home. It's about a month away, unless it is a winning streak, and it's one of those winning streaks that allowed Eastview to get that co-district champion crown and make the playoffs.
So it's going to be an exciting year for the Patriots, and Coach Feacock's era begins tonight here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex.
And it's a beautiful sight, as you can see on your screen. A bit of a rarity here for these SHN broadcasts, as we're not bound by the UIL video rules, as we are broadcasting on a Thursday night. So we get to bring you live audio and video. Typically on Fridays, due to UIL rules, we are unable to broadcast the live video. It'll be audio only, but those video broadcasts will be uploaded to YouTube around midnight every Friday night. Just a little bit of what to expect from SHN Sports here. And the crowd is cheering. We are, of course, on the press box above the Westwood side, the home team side of the bleachers. And the teams are just about set for kickoff.
Well, it's nice to see that Round Rock ISD has actually replaced the Jumbotron out here.
They have indeed. It's a lot bigger. It used to be, I think I read online today, it was something like an 18 by 20 foot display, and now they're using the entire
right, and it was yellowed and all of that, so it didn't have good color. Now it's vibrant and it's big, and actually you can make make the players out
As
compared to what it was in the past.
Yeah, the team captains head to the field for the opening coin toss. The team captains for Eastview, number 12, Jackson Colson. Number 65, Caleb Salmons. Number 4, Cooper Namkin. And number 5, Jordan Oswald. Meanwhile, the captains for Westwood, we'll get those to you in just a moment. Captains for Westwood, number 10, Robbie Jing. Number 4, Nate Anderson. Number 75, Danny Lakowski. And number 16, Vicente Ochoa. As the teams meet at center field.
Not sure. I think we missed who won the toss and who will be receiving the football, as we were trying to look up the names for the Warriors.
It's a bit hard to tell without the crowd mic input and everything.
That's
but
true,
we'll do our best to relay some of the information whenever there are. And kickoff is underway here for the 2019 high school football season. It's a kick that is a little bit short and rolls out of bounds at around the 10-yard line, bringing on an onslaught of yellow flags from the referees. So that'll be a penalty right off the bat for the Eastview Patriots, and it'll set up some really good field position for the Westwood Warriors.
Well, not a good start. You really want to keep that ball in bounds and make them return it. But instead, they draw the penalty, and that'll back Eastview up just a few yards.
Westwood will be starting from their own 30-yard line. And on 1st and 10, it's a run up the middle for Westwood. Nothing really going on that play. A short gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards sets up second down at about 7. A 4-yard gain officially for the Warriors. Second down and 6. Shotgun formation, handoff to the running back again, and he rushes up the middle and is pretty much swallowed. Gain of maybe 1 yard. We'll see where the referees rule it. Yeah, just about 1 yard gain on that play will bring up about 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. The running back on the carry was number 4, Nate Anderson, these last 2 plays. Starting quarterback for the Westwood Warriors is R.J. Martinez, and on 3rd down and 5, Martinez comes out all alone in the backfield. 5 wide receivers for the Warriors. The ball is snapped, and the line pretty much collapses. Martinez has to run for it. He has a man caught, not enough for the first down. Making the catch there is number 11, Oliver Yu, for the Warriors, but he's about a yard shy of the first down marker.
Looks like they've got him real close.
And the Warriors will indeed go for it. Well, the chains haven't moved, but the scoreboard indicates it's a first down. Nevertheless, Nate Anderson takes the handoff, rolls out to the left side. He gets the edge, gets the first down and a whole lot more. He makes it all the way into Patriots territory before being pushed out of bounds just shy of the Patriots' 45-yard line. And that'll set up a huge first down for the Warriors. A sweep left play by Nate Anderson, gain of about 15 yards or so. It brings up 1st and 10 from the Warriors' 48-yard line. Martinez at quarterback, Anderson at running back. Martinez sends a man in motion, fakes a handoff, takes the snap. It's a screen pass to Anderson. Anderson makes the catch and is brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 4, maybe 5 yards on that play. Great showing by the Patriots defense.
Yeah, they did a good job stuffing the pass and keeping yardage to a minimal. Actually, they lost, about 5 yards on the play?
Just about. It's 2nd down and 14 officially for the Warriors. Martinez takes the snap and rolls out to the right side. He's picked up a great block from Nate Anderson, and Martinez decides to keep the ball himself. Scrambles out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Could be a gain of about 2. We'll see where exactly the referees spot the ball, but that sets up a huge 3rd and long play, and if the Patriots defense can hold, they'll be in a pretty good standing here. Third down and 13 officially for the Warriors. Just a little over 9 minutes left to play here in the first quarter, as this very young 2019 football season is underway. Martinez in the shotgun formation for Westwood. They've got all their receivers bunched up at the line. He sends running back Nate Anderson in motion to the right side, and they're not sure about this play. There's going to be a timeout called by Westwood, their first of the quarter. A penalty, I'm sorry. It's like some illegal motion.
Yeah, illegal formation. They backed him out 5.
So that sets up 3rd down and 18 now with the penalty. Martinez in shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion from right to left. Martinez takes the snap, drops back. Patriot breaks through, and Martinez is forced to throw the ball over the middle to nobody. It hits the ground, and with a 4th and very long, almost 20 yards, the Warriors are going to send out their punting unit.
It looks like the Patriots were able to foul up a screenplay, the delayed screen, and took Anderson out of the play as he was the intended receiver.
Back deep to return for the Patriots is who else but number 24, Isaiah Quentin Jackson. He's situated at about the 20-yard line for the Patriots, and the Warriors will roll out a rugby-style punt that goes out of bounds at about the Eastview 23-yard line. And with that, there will be no return for Isaiah Quentin Jackson, but the Patriots will have some decent field position for their first offensive series of this season.
Well, football is now back underway, Travis, and Eastview defense did what they needed to do in the first possession of the Warriors and forced a punt.
And we'll get our first look at Jackson Colson for this season. The senior, who's had a pretty good showing the last couple of years here with the Patriots. Shotgun formation for Jackson Colson. He takes the snap and hands it off to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, and Quentin Jackson rushes up the middle for about 4, maybe 5 yards. Brought down at about the 26-yard line is where the referees are going to rule Quentin Jackson down. So a great rush by Quentin Jackson sets up 2nd down for the Patriots.
Looks like it's right at 5-yard gain.
2nd down and 5. Patriots back in a pistol formation this time. Colson fakes a handoff, rolls out to the right side. He's got a man caught by the tight end just shy of the 1st down marker. About 2 yards short. That's about a 3-yard gain. Making the catch was number 45, Jacob Martin. And that'll set up 3rd down and 2 for the Patriots. So Colson in the pistol formation yet again. Quentin Jackson is the running back, and it's a fake. It's a fake by Quentin Jackson takes the handoff, I should say. Jackson Colson faked a handoff, but actually did end up handing the ball off to Quentin Jackson, who rushes up the middle for a 1st down. And the ball will be brought down at about the 43-yard line, so a 1st down for the Patriots. Moves the chains.
Well, let's take this opportunity to mention our first quarter sponsor, Glenn Patterson Realtor.
Thank you to Glenn Patterson for all you do. As Jackson Colson throws over the middle, he has his man caught for a first down and a whole lot more. Catching that pass is Jacob Martin yet again. And Patriots in a hurry-up mode, and this is something very unusual as they have not run the hurry-up offense much over the last couple of seasons.
Well, Coach Feacock definitely brings a different dynamic to Patriot football.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Jackson Colson takes the snap, and he throws. He has a man on the right side. Overthrows, incomplete, but there is a flag. The pass intended on the right side for, try to get that number for you in just a second here. Pass intended for Jerry Barron. I'm sorry, that was intended for Jacob Martin yet again. And the penalty will be called on the Westwood defense, so that will move. That'll be a first down. I believe that was pass interference, Michael.
A pass interference, untimely pass interference play for the Warriors.
Well, Martin was in double coverage. But either way, sets up a 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line for the Patriots. And Jackson Colson takes the snap, throws to the left side, has a man caught at the 25-yard line, breaks a couple of tackles, and is finally brought down at the 20-yard line. Making that catch is number 13 for the Patriots, Tyler Wagoner. Brings up a 2nd down and about 2. Patriots now, it's a fake or a handoff to the running back, Emarion Brooks, getting his first down of the season. And Michael, you were talking up Emarion Brooks a lot during when we were discussing everything during the pregame.
Oh, last week versus Leander. I mean, he's a bruising big running back. I mean, you look at him out there; he is thick, buddy.
The Patriots have enjoyed using that two-headed monster running back over the last couple of seasons as well. As it's like a timeout has been called by Westwood. Well, the clock is still running, so we'll have to get that fixed. About 10 seconds have run off the clock after this timeout was called. Not sure what is going on there. But we will use this opportunity to take a brief commercial break.
Yeah, the clock's still running. The umpires have called for it to stop, and it's still continuing to go.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a brief commercial break. Stay tuned. Eastview and Westwood tied 0-0. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
2019 high school football on SHN Sports is proudly presented by Georgetown Jewelry. Georgetown Jewelry is your trusted local jewelry store, family owned and operated since 2013. Whether you desire a one-of-a-kind custom piece or want to enjoy browsing our inventory of both unique and traditional jewelry and watches, stop by and see us at Georgetown Jewelry. We also specialize in jewelry repair and appraisals. For more information, please visit Georgetown Jewelry, located in the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown, or online at georgetownjewelry.com.
Pass out up there.
We're back here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex in Austin, Texas, northwest Austin, Texas. Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis, where a brief delay in the game is because the scoreboard clock is continuing to run after a timeout was taken. And we're going to have the game paused until we can get this game clock reset. There should be about 5.5 minutes on this game clock, but it's been continuing to tick here for almost 2 minutes now. Yeah,
it's incredible. I don't know what's happened up there. They're still trying. Oh, it looks like they finally got it stopped.
You know, we're about a floor below the scoreboard operator here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, the Palace on Palmer, as they like to call it.
Right.
And there were a lot of empty rooms up there in the press area. I did not see a scoreboard operator, so maybe they just never had one to begin with, as you said during that commercial, Michael. And They've at least got it paused. They need to bring back about 2 minutes on that clock, though, as the players on the field are taking this opportunity to take a water and a Gatorade break.
Well, unfortunately, what happens, well, it looks like they got it corrected, is that stalls the momentum that Eastview had built up with their march toward the end zone. They're in the red zone right now.
And this is still Eastview's open drive of the game. And there we go. They got the clock set back at 5 minutes, 41 seconds. Eastview marching down the field. It's a 1st and 10 at the Warrior 17-yard line. So the Patriots have entered the red zone. Jackson Colson comes out in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers on each side. Isaiah Quentin Jackson is his running back. The pocket just collapses, but it's a screen pass to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who has some room and steps out of bounds just shy of the end zone. Isaiah Quentin Jackson knocked out of bounds at about the 1-yard line is where the referees are going to rule him down. A screen pass by the Patriots works wonders on this aggressive Westwood defense.
Well, the Patriots, they're moving the ball at will versus the Warriors right now.
Yeah, they had a great defensive stop, and this sets up a 1st and goal from the 2-yard line for the Patriots. Jackson Colson hands the ball off to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who barrels up the middle into the end zone for the first Patriot touchdown of the season. My apologies. That was Amarian Brooks running into the end zone, not Isaiah Quentin Jackson. I saw the 4, but I didn't see the 1. It looked like a 2 from up here. We're in an office actually, so.
Right, and we got tinted windows, so don't have the clear windows that we're used to. But believe it or not, it's a very crowded press box tonight.
And the Patriots are actually called for holding on that play, so that sets them back about 5 yards. It's still 1st and goal from the 7 as Jackson Colson rolls out to the right side, throws into the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown this time. No flags. The referee rules it complete, and making that catch was number 15, Jerry Barron, for the touchdown in the end zone. So a great start to the season by this Patriots team. Makes the score 6-0, awaiting the point after. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with that, 5 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Eastview takes a 7-0 lead over the Westwood Warriors. We'll take a brief commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Central Texas High School football on SHN Sports is made possible by Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company. 3 words describe Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company: simple, reliable, and awesome. We support our community. From screen printing and embroidery to promotional products, Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company helps put your brand on your business. Get started on your project today by getting a quick and easy quote online at GeorgetownShirtCompany.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or land in the Georgetown area, call Glenn Patterson Realtor. As a 3rd-generation resident of Williamson,
Hurry up mode, take about 5 seconds off the play clock and try to catch the defense off guard. 3rd down and 8 now for the Warriors. Martinez takes the snap and drops back, throws over the middle. It is caught past the 1st down marker at about the 45-yard line, and making the catch is Robbie Jing. Picks up a 1st down and a whole lot more for the Warriors. And on 1st and 10, it's more hurry up. Martinez throws a screen pass to Jing yet again. Jing makes it past the 50-yard line, runs out of bounds at about the Patriot 45. So the Warriors into enemy territory for the 2nd time in this game. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and it's another hurry up. Martinez all alone in the shotgun formation. 5 wide receivers, 3 to his right. And Martinez takes the snap, drops back, and throws very high. A little bit of a miscommunication there. The pass intended for Jace Line again. But there was a bit of a miscommunication on the offensive line because the Patriots, although they might have gotten a jump start, I don't see a flag on the field, but Patriots are using this opportunity to get some more instructions from the sidelines. Second and 10 from the 45-yard line. Martinez hands the ball off to Nate Anderson, who rushes around the left side. Can't quite get the edge. Gain of 2 yards, or just about, on that play. Sets up third down, and a big third down for Westwood, because this is about the same area where they got stopped at by the Patriots defense last time, Michael.
The Patriots hoping to be able to have the same result.
Martinez sends a man in motion from left to right, takes the snap, rolls out. It's a fake, and it's a handoff to Nate Anderson, who rushes up the middle, has a huge hole, makes it to the 35-yard line, and the referees are going to give the Warriors the first down there. A great run, a great play, a great fake out by the Westwood Warriors, and now it's 1st and 10. Martinez in the shotgun formation. Anderson, the running back, to his left side. Martinez takes the snap and drops back. Can't find an open man. He rolls out to the right side, finds a man. It's caught on the right sideline, and making it to about the 20-yard line is Jace Line yet again, picking up another Westwood first down.
A great stop by Darian Shanklin for the Patriots to keep that from going into the end zone.
1st and 10 from the 20 for the Warriors. Martinez in a bunched shotgun formation, hands the ball off to Nate Anderson, who pitches it again to the right side. Taking that run is Julian DeBerry to the right side. Picks up quite a bit of yardage and gets closer to the 10-yard line, brought down about the 12. And Westwood all of a sudden is in business with just 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Westwood trailing Eastview 7-0. On 2nd and 3, Martinez in the shotgun formation rolls out to the left side and has a man over the middle. It's caught. It is DeBerry yet again. Makes the first down, but is tackled immediately just shy of the 5-yard line. So enough for a first down for Westwood. Brings up 1st and goal from the 7-yard line officially. Martinez looking to his sideline, getting directions from his coaching staff, his coaches. Martinez takes the snap, immediately rushes as his pocket collapses. He breaks a tackle and rushes into the end zone for 6 points for the Warriors, the first Warriors touchdown of this 2019 season. Boy, R.J. Martinez broke a tackle and had nobody in front of him in the end zone, Michael.
He broke through that first line, and the linebackers that are all split out covering receivers, and there was nobody to stop him from going into the end zone.
Kicker West Bevins makes his first appearance on the field this evening for Westwood, and the PAT is up, and it is good. So just like that, Westwood goes into hurry-up offensive mode and ties this game at 7 apiece. We'll take a brief commercial break as the teams take a break as well. Stay tuned. With about 1:43 to go here in the first quarter, you're watching Eastview Patriot football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Jimmy Jacobs' reputation for building beautiful custom homes in Central Texas speaks for itself. For over 30 years, he has been behind some of the most successful and sought-after new home developments in Georgetown. Grand Endeavor Homes represents a new era of elegant custom home building. Now joined by his son, Justin Jacobs, Jimmy has launched Grand Endeavor Homes to continue his legacy and reputation for custom homes in Georgetown and the surrounding areas. Visit GrandEndeavorHomes.com for details and directions to the model home.
Back here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. You're watching Eastview Patriot football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. And we want to take this time to once again thank our sponsor for the first quarter, Glenn Patterson Realtor. As Westwood kicking the ball off after they just marched down the field to tie this ball game up at 7 apiece. Kicker West Bevan's kick is up. It's a bit of a short kick taken by one of the upmen. That is number 15, Jerry Barron. And Barron actually has some room after rushing out to the right side. He makes it all the way to the 40-yard line before finally being brought down. Had some great blocking by his special teams teammates. And Barron is brought down about the 42, maybe 43-yard. They're going to set the chains up, the line of scrimmage, at the 43-yard line. So a great return here by the Patriots. Really good field position here for a team that has only had one offensive drive and marched down the field on that offensive drive and scored a touchdown.
Offensively, Eastview is looking very sharp here early in this contest.
1st and 10 from the 43-yard line for the Patriots. Jackson Colson in at quarterback. He takes the snap and hands the ball off to the running back. And that is a Marion Brooks yet again, who rushes up the middle for a great gain, 4, maybe 5 yards there on the carry. It will officially be 3, so that brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Patriots. And Brooks just, man, he seems like a special kid already. As on 2nd down, it's a pass to Jerry Barron again, and Jerry Barron has some room. He gets a 1st down and a whole lot more, makes it all the way to the Westwood 30-yard line, tackled just shy of the 25-yard line. A great wide receiver screen play by the Patriots offense.
Yeah, outstanding catch and run after.
1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. Colson in the shotgun formation. Another screen pass, this time to the right side. The pass is caught, and this time the wide receiver does not have a lot of room. Making the catch is Charles Ross, who ends up having to run backwards a little bit. Not much going on that play, but a completed pass for the Patriots. That's about all you can ask for sometimes, Michael.
Yeah, I think he was fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Almost a face mask, it looked like there, by the Warriors defense, so they got a little bit lucky. 2nd down and 10 officially. No gain on that play. Colson in the shotgun formation takes the snap and hands it off to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who is back in the game at running back. Quentin Jackson rushes up the middle for a couple of yards. Decent gain by Quentin Jackson. Sets up 3rd down and about 5 yards. We'll see what the referees rule here in just a second.
I believe they may have called holding. No, it's a 5-yard penalty.
A 5-yard penalty, 2nd down and 15 officially now.
That's the kind of mental mistakes that you don't want to make. But if you're going to do them for the season, do it in the non-district portion where it doesn't count and knock the rust off, get back to regular season form, and so that you go into the district with your best game.
Yeah, you expect a little bit of mistakes here in the first game of the season. And, most of these high schools in the Austin area, they usually do about 2 scrimmages sometimes, just to kind of get those kinks and work out all that rust and everything, Michael. I think Eastview only had the one against Leander last week.
Most that I did
strike?
see, yeah, I saw that strike. So look to see if a beacon goes off. If a beacon goes off, they'll suspend play for 30 minutes.
It has to be within a certain mile of, I want to say 30 miles, but that might be way too much.
Well, there's a beacon located here at the stadium. If it goes off, then they'll suspend play. And it's like a strobing red light.
Well, with 3 seconds to go here in the Glenn Patterson Realtor first quarter, the Patriots allow the clock to run out, and that will be the end of the Glenn Patterson Realtor first quarter. We'll go ahead and take a brief commercial break with the rest of these squads. At the end of the first, It's Eastview 7, Westwood 7. We'll be right back here. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a proud supporter of Central Texas high school football. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based, nonprofit 501c3 Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, please visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. If you or your family couldn't work for 6 to 12 months due to a serious illness or major accident, how would that affect you or your family financially? Hi friends, I'm Rob Hipp. I offer products that can help during the tough and unforeseen times. For more information, please call me directly at 512-522-9105. Again, that number is 512-522-9105.
We're back here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex for the start of the second quarter. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. At the start of the second quarter, the score is tied. Westwood 7, Eastview 7. Eastview scored first, and Westwood tied it up just a moment ago as on second down and 15, Jackson Colson takes the snap, and things just fell apart on that play. Not sure exactly what went on there.
I think he lost another yard. That'll back him up to 16.
It is indeed going to be third down and 16 for the Patriots. They have some really good field position thanks to a great screen pass caught by Jerry Barron towards the end of the first quarter.
We'd like to thank our second inning sponsor, Courtney Home Inspections. Folks, if you're ready to sell your house or you've got a house that you're looking to purchase, contact Chris Courtney and the fine folks at Courtney Home Inspections to come out and do your home inspections.
Indeed, we thank all of our sponsors this season. We could not put these broadcasts on without them. And a timeout has been taken by Eastview this time. Westwood took the first timeout. We're at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex here in northwest Austin, kind of towards the Travis County, Williamson County lines. And, Michael, we were talking just at the end of the first quarter about how there was a strike of lightning directly across from us. I think we're facing northeast from where we are in the press box.
Yes, that would be east, direct east from us. North will be that direction there, so we're looking – kind of eastish, mostly headed out that direction.
I didn't see any mention of thunderstorms or anything like that on the forecast. It's actually been a really bright and sunny evening. A great sunset is going on behind us.
Well, the good thing about it is it hasn't hit 100 today. It's been a couple of days since we've had 100-degree temperatures, and we're glad that it's not.
We've had a bit of a cool front coming in the last week or so as we approach this Labor Day long weekend. Start of both high school football in Texas and college football. As 3rd and 16, Jackson Colson takes the snap, just decides to run with it. It's a designed quarterback run. He makes it all the way back to the original line of scrimmage before being brought down. And I think that's just to set the Patriots up for maybe a field goal attempt. We'll see if Jose Rodriguez can come back out, or the Patriots decide to go for it on 4th down here. Patriots are indeed going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 12 to be exact. Shotgun formation for the Patriots. Jackson Colson in at quarterback. Running back is Isaiah Quentin Jackson on his right side. 3 wide receivers to the left. Colson takes the snap, drops back, and is swallowed up and sacked. The ball comes loose. It's a fumble and recovered by Westwood. Recovering the fumble for Westwood,
Eric Wiley.
And I did not see who made that hit. I believe it was it might have been number 15, Cam Colvin. I believe it was either number 15 or number 25. I apologize for not having that exact number. I was trying to focus on both who made the hit and who recovered the fumble.
Yeah, I was looking to see on the replay who may have actually made the hit, but they've already moved on.
It was either Cam Colvin or Jackson Metzger. We'll try to get that information for you here coming soon. R.J. Martinez here hands the ball off to Nate Anderson on 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Nate Anderson barrels up the middle, makes it to about the 40-yard line. So a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards for Westwood, and now they're in a hurry-up offense yet again because they know it works. 2nd down and 3 for the Warriors. Hand off to Anderson yet again up the middle, and Anderson barrels his way in for another 1st down. And boy, I think they've solved the mystery of Eastview's defense. Hurry up mode. Hand off to Nate Anderson, but the referees blow a whistle just after the ball is snapped.
I think there may have been a false start. Yeah, maybe offsides. That may be what it is. So it's going back 5 yards against the Patriots.
Well, the Patriots' defense is just a little gassed right now. They don't have enough time to set themselves up in the proper formations, proper lineups. As you can tell by Nate Anderson just being able to gain so many yards on these runs. So that's a 1st and 5, ball on the 49-yard line of the Patriots. R.J. Martinez in shotgun formation takes the snap, rolls out to the right side. He throws to the right, has a man caught at the 40-yard line and brought down. Making the catch there is number 11, Oliver Yu. It picks up another 1st down for Westwood.
Eastwood needs to get Westwood to tap on the brakes, kind of stop their momentum.
1st and 10 here. R.J. Martinez throws to the left side, has a man caught at the 30-yard line, dodges a tackle, and is brought down at the 20-yard line. Making the catch is Julian DeBerry, who has had a huge night through the air for this Westwood offense. And it's another 1st and 10 for the Warriors. And handoff after a hurry-up offense to Nate Anderson, who rushes towards the left hash mark. Nate Anderson brought down after a gain of about 5 yards. The Warriors officially in the red zone now. Just about 3 minutes here into the 2nd quarter, presented by Courtney Home Inspections. And on 2nd down, R.J. Martinez rolls out to the right side, has a man in the end zone, incomplete. Pass intended for Jace Line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Travis, Westwood has put their foot on the throttle and has not let off. They are definitely taking to the Patriots right now. The Patriots got to make this adjustment.
They just have no answer for this Warriors offense right now, and it's starting to look like a 6A versus 5A game. As a handoff to Robbie Jing doesn't go anywhere for the Warriors. About the first time this quarter that an offensive play has not gone well for the Warriors.
Man, what a great defensive effort by Roland Hines as he runs down the running back and tackles him and keeps him from making even more yardage.
Roland Hines is a name we've called many, many times over the last couple of years as the Warriors now throw a pass. It's completed, again, to Robbie Jing, who is tackled just shy of the goal line, brought down around the 3-yard line. That was on 1st and goal from the 9, so this will bring up 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. R.J. Martinez takes the handoff, and he keeps it himself. He rushes up the middle, and he's fighting for the end zone. We'll see if the referees give him this touchdown here. No, they're going to mark him down just shy of the goal line at the 1-yard line. So that brings up 3rd and goal from the 1 for the Westwood Warriors now. Game is tied at 7-all. Warriors looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. And indeed, they take the snap from the goal line formation and push their way through. And that's a touchdown for the Warriors. R.J. Martinez on a quarterback sneak takes it into the end zone for the 2nd Warriors touchdown of the evening, and they take their first lead over the Patriots.
Martinez calls his own number. He actually takes the snap from under center, which you don't see very often these days.
Yeah, many programs in Texas are running the shotgun formation, the spread offense, just because it gives them such an advantage over teams that might overpower them, might have better athletes, better, bigger kids. Sometimes you need to use that spread offense as the advantage. The point after is up and good. So with 7:46 remaining here in the first half, the score is now Westwood 14, Eastview 7. We'll see how the Patriots will respond after this brief commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Locally owned by Pam and Al Bartschmid, College Street Cottages is proud to offer vacation rentals in beautiful and historic Georgetown, Texas. With premium amenities and comfortably sized spaces, our cottages provide the best accommodations that Georgetown has to offer. All of the remodeled 1940s cottages include complete use of the entire house and yard, fenced backyard with seating, eating area, and a barbecue grill, convenient parking in front, and detached garages. For more information and to book, visit collegestreetcottages.com.
We're back here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. As the Warriors kick off, and there's a flag, a whole lot going on down there as Westwood kicks off after just taking a 7-point lead over the Patriots. Their first lead of this game, 14-7.
They just waved off the flag. So no penalty on the play. Well, now it's up to the Patriot offense to give the defense a little breather here so that they can come back. And obviously the Warriors very adept at running an up-tempo offense. And Eastview needs to get back to what they did on their first drive in the game, Travis, and get the Patriots back on the board and tie this game up.
That's right. Eastview has had 2 drives this game. This is their third offensive series of the ball game. Their first drive was a touchdown. Their second resulted in a fumble in really deep into Warriors territory, as on 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. It's a handoff to the running back who rushes to the right hash mark, gains a couple of yards, if that, and on the carry was Marion Brooks.
Marion Brooks, seemingly the workhorse so far in this game between him and Quentin Jackson.
Well, they probably want to give Isaiah Quentin Jackson a little bit of rest, considering he's playing both running back and safety, as on second down, Colson has a man to the left side. It is caught and almost immediately tackled and brought down after a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards at most. Making that catch was Jerry Barron.
Yeah, they're going to spot him just 3 yards short of the yard of gain.
This will set up a huge third down for the Patriots offense. They've got to get something going. It's 3rd and 7 officially.
Yeah, it should be 3rd and 3.
According to the scoreboard, it's 7 yards.
I'm looking at the marker over there.
Well, if they get the first down, it doesn't matter here.
Right.
Jackson Colson in the shotgun formation. He hands the ball off to Brooks. Brooks rushes up the middle and is tackled. He's just shy of the first down marker. That brings up 4th down, and the Patriots went for it last time on 4th down. Jackson Colson ended up fumbling the ball, and it was recovered by Westwood, the only turnover of the game so far. And this deep in Westwood, in their own territory, I should say, you got to think Eastview is going to go for it, but Coach Fikach decides to just play it safe and send out the punting unit.
Yeah, he was tripped up and brought down by number 55, Jackson Metzger, a defensive lineman for the Warriors.
So, indeed, the punting unit will come out for Eastview on 4th down. The punt is up. Nobody back deep to return for the Warriors. I think they were looking for the fake, and the punt will take an Eastview roll, and finally be brought down at the Warriors' own 14-yard line, and the referees are going to move that actually to the 15-yard line. So Westwood comes back out, having scored 2 touchdowns in a row. Second down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line. Westwood, R.J. Martinez in the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to his right. Sends a man in motion from right to left. That's Nate Anderson. Fakes a handoff to Anderson, but Martinez keeps the ball, rolls out to the right side. He has a man thrown over the middle, caught. That is making the catch, Jace Line. And Jace Line has a whole lot of room. He's to the 20, to the 10, brought down at the 5 by Isaiah Quentin Jackson, the weak safety. Isaiah Quentin Jackson with a touchdown-saving tackle of Jace Line right there, Michael.
Line stumbled about the 20-yard line, and it threw his rhythm off, and he could never regain his running rhythm and was able to be brought down from behind. If he had been able to keep his rhythm, he wouldn't have been stopped.
A huge pass play. Jace Line got about 70 yards on that play. And on first and goal, it's a fumble. Westwood fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by the Patriots. Patriot ball.
What a turn of events right there. What a momentum stopper for the Warriors. I mean, that Eastview recovers that football after a huge gain by the Warriors and turns that momentum around for Eastview, who was probably dog-tired at that point, trying to recover. And now the offense gets to come back out and take it the other way.
Yeah, that was about an 81-yard pass play. Jace Line making that reception, but if my math is correct. But they hand the ball off and try to get a little tricky, and now it's Eastview ball, but they're deep in their own territory. First and 10, Jackson Colson throws the ball. It is caught on the right sideline, brought down at about the 15-yard line. Is Charles Ross. Patriots had the ball on their own 5-yard line, but they will pick up a first down with that catch. It's first and 10 on the 15-yard line now for the Patriots, as they've got a little over 4 minutes to work with before halftime. See if they can tie this ball game back up.
It gives Colson a little more breathing room, so he doesn't have to run around in the end zone this time around.
Colson in shotgun formation. It's a trick play. Charles Ross takes a sweep now. He's got a lot of room. Charles Ross rushing up the left side of the field. Makes it to the 50, breaks a tackle, and is forced out of bounds by a Westwood defender. After crossing the 50-yard line, a reverse sweep by the Patriots offense. Charles Ross takes the ball from the 15-yard line to the 50-yard line, so about a 35-yard rush on that play. A 30-yard rush, I should say.
Well, good to see the Patriots come back with an explosive play of their own.
Whole lot of breathing room now for the Patriots. On first and 10, it's another quick pass from Jackson Colson, caught on the left side, and after gaining some room, brought down after a gain of 6, maybe 7 yards. Making the catch was Patriots wide receiver, looked to me like number 16.
A stop made by number 5, Nathan Potter, for the Warriors.
And number 16 would be Michael Sedgwick for the Patriots, one of the starting wide receivers. That brings up second down and 4. As Jackson Colson looks to the sideline. And makes some adjustments of his own. Someone doesn't like what they see, either the coaching staff or Jackson Colson. So Colson in the shotgun formation takes the snap, hands the ball off to the running back, barrels up the middle, short gain, 1, maybe 2 yards. And that was Brooks on the carry there.
Brooks is definitely carrying the mail for the Patriots, as he is grounding and pounding, buddy. He's a hard man to stop.
Now, Brooks is the backup running back, but he's getting a lot of touches tonight just because Isaiah Quentin Jackson, the normal starting running back, is having to play both sides of the ball. It's third down and 1 from the 42-yard line for this Patriots offense, and it's a huge third down. And it's a handoff to Brooks. Brooks has a huge lane up the left side, picks up a great block, and is brought down at the 25-yard line. A rush of just shy of 20 yard lines for Amarian Brooks.
And that's what we saw last week versus Leander in the scrimmage. He was able to hit his gaps quickly, pick up big yardage, and he's hard to bring down in the open field.
1st and 10, another handoff to Brooks, and he spins around a defender and gets another Patriot first down. Boy, we were talking about how the Patriots had no answer for the Warriors offense. Right now, it seems the Warriors have no answer for the Patriots offense.
It's kind of neat how you see things ebb and flow throughout the course of a game.
And another handoff to Brooks on 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Actually, my mistake, that's about the 14-yard line.
Now you see Quentin Jackson come back in.
Brooks is getting a well-deserved break as he substitutes out for this Patriots offense. And they're going to use Quentin Jackson in between the 20s, it appears. 2nd down and 10. Or 2nd down from the 10, I should say. 2nd down and 7 from the 10-yard line. Pardon me. Jackson Colson doesn't like what he sees. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Patriots trail 7-14. Jackson Colson takes the snap, fakes a handoff, keeps it himself. He rolls out to the right side. He's being almost brought down by a defender and has no choice but to throw the ball away.
That was a smart play by Colson because he was definitely about in the grasp.
There's a late flag on the play. We'll see what that is all about.
Waving it off.
Waving it off. Okay, so that brings up 3rd down and 7.
That's the second penalty they waved off tonight.
3rd down and 7 for the Patriots. However, they can still get a first down. They have to get the ball to about the 3-yard line. Ball is currently at the 10-yard line, so they need to go about 7 yards. Jackson Colson takes the snap on 3rd down, drops back. It's a screen, caught by Isaiah Quentin Jackson. Quentin Jackson gets a first down and a touchdown! Isaiah Quentin Jackson on the screen pass. I don't see any flags. Boy, Isaiah Quentin Jackson broke 2 tackles on that screen pass. It was a high lob by Jackson Colson. But Isaiah Quentin Jackson using his power and his speed to barrel through, get a first down, and into the end zone. Wow.
The difference you see on the sidelines this year, and I know I wasn't here last year, but just with Coach Feacock, you seeing his enthusiasm out and congratulating his players as they come back in.
Point after is up and good. So just like that, the game is tied with 1:40 remaining here in the Courtney Home Inspection second quarter. We'll take our final commercial, perhaps our final commercial break before halftime. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
2019 high school football on SHN Sports is proudly presented by Georgetown Jewelry. Georgetown Jewelry is your trusted local jewelry store, family owned and operated since 2013. Whether you desire a one-of-a-kind custom piece or want to enjoy browsing our inventory of both unique and traditional jewelry and watches, stop by and see us at Georgetown Jewelry. We also specialize in jewelry repair and appraisals. For more information, please visit Georgetown Jewelry, located in the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown, or online at georgetownjewelry.com.
And have made the Patriots pay for it, but the Patriots take advantage of a turnover and turn it into points, and so Westwood's got to be stinging from that.
R.J. Martinez on 1st and 10, all alone in the backfield. He drops back, has a man open, but the pass falls incomplete. He throws deep to the left side. The pass was intended for Jace Line, who had an 81-yard catch on the last Warriors offensive drive, and that play was broken up by Jordan Oswald.
Great effort by Oswald, but the pass was well over the receiver's head, and he had no chance to catch that.
A great defensive coverage by Jordan Oswald. And if you're just tuning in, the Patriots have just tied the game up at 14-all after a Warrior fumble inside the red zone in about the 3-yard line. Eastview marched down the field and scored a touchdown as R.J. Martinez is now running for his life. The pocket is collapsed, and Martinez has to throw the ball away on 2nd down and 10. That will bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors. Ball is on the 26-yard line. 1:17 left in the half. The clock will stop due to that incomplete pass.
I'll tell you what, they're throwing a very mixed set of packages against Martinez and catching him off guard. That defensive coordinator for the Eastview Patriots has definitely got some great design defensive plays.
Yeah. We were talking about how this game last year, Westwood jumped out to a big lead over the Patriots, and the Patriots just seemed done. But the Patriots gave up the lead this year, and all of a sudden they're right back in it. Coach Feacock has done a great job motivating this team, as on 3rd down, R.J. Martinez scrambles around, looks for an open man, can't find anything. Great defensive coverage downfield by the Patriots. Martinez is brought down well behind the line of scrimmage, so that will bring up 4th down and very long as the clock continues to tick. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. You got to think the Warriors are going to bring the clock down as much as they can. It'll be about 45 seconds before taking a timeout. But the clock has stopped now as the Warrior punting unit comes out onto the field. I don't think the Patriots are going to argue that because it gives them a little more time, even though the clock should still be technically ticking.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Wood run a trick play here to sneak out 10 yards and get a 1st down with only a minute remaining in the quarter.
The play clock has reset now. I think the referees are taking a look at the game clock. Yeah, and they've added 10 more seconds back on, so it's 1:10. That's the 2nd scoreboard error, time clock error we have had this evening. I guess the scoreboard operators, they get that off-season rust too. They have to work out the kinks for. And now Westwood, the punt is up, and it's a bit of a shank. It's a bit shanked, low kick. Takes a Westwood bounce and goes out of bounds between the 35 and the 40-yard line. Clock will stop with 1:03 remaining here in the first half, and Eastview has some really good field position and an opportunity to take a lead into halftime now after a great defensive stand.
Well, we'll see what the offensive coordinator, Mike Bonewald, can design up for the Patriots and see if they can, again, get either a field goal or take it to the house right before half.
Score is tied at 14-all. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Jackson Colson takes the snap from the shotgun formation, rolls out to the right side, finds a man in Charles Ross, and it's a quick pass, falls complete, and it'll pick up a couple of yards for the Patriots. 6 yards to be exact, and because Ross was able to step out of bounds, the clock has stopped. So 2nd down and 4 for the Patriots. Jackson Colson again rolls out, same play to the right side, throws, caught by Jerry Barron, who gets a Patriot 1st down.
I'll tell you what, he's been a favorite target of Colson all this first half.
And the clock will continue to tick, so the Patriots will go into hurry-up mode. Shotgun formation for Jackson Colson on 1st and 10. He throws to the left side, caught, but immediately brought down. Making the catch is number 13, Tyler Wagoner. And a timeout will be caught, about a 2-yard gain for the Patriots on that catch by Tyler Wagner.
Interesting. I keep seeing that clock doing funny things over there. It just ticked down to 0 and then came back up to 39.
Eastview will take a timeout here, and the clock has stopped with 39 seconds to go here in the first half.
That'll give them one more timeout before the half if they need to use it.
As the sun has set, it's 8:06 p.m. at the current here in northwest Austin, Texas, the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Again, we thank you for tuning in to Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. We're looking forward to covering all of the Eastview Patriots games this season for you, and hopefully another playoff run as well. 2nd down and 8 for the Patriots. Jackson Colson takes the snap, drops back, throws, intended for Charles Ross, falls incomplete, and Charles Ross just had no chance. Jackson Colson overthrew that pass a bit.
And he threw into double coverage as well and just didn't have a good chance of making that catch.
3rd down and 8 from the 39-yard line. Colson throws, intended for Charles Ross yet again, and the pass falls incomplete. Charles Ross is looking for a flag as he was being covered very, very closely by number 23 for the Warriors, Sam Kaner.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get the call because Kaner was all over his back, but the throw was just a little bit underthrown.
And the clock is stopped now with 29 seconds left. That brings up 4th down and 8 for the Patriots. The ball is on the Warrior 39-yard line. So really good field position, but it's a bit of no man's land, not far enough for Jose Rodriguez to consider a field goal. So Patriots will punt the ball away. And it's a high punt. Takes a Patriots bounce and will be downed at about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line, Michael. So they pin the Warriors deep inside their own territory here with 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. So the Warriors, they have a shot, but we'll see what they can come up with here.
Well, we saw just moments ago, Martinez has a cannon for an arm, and he can get it down the field, overthrowing his receiver by about 10 yards on a 60-yard pass.
Jace Line has been a favorite target of R.J. Martinez tonight for the Warriors offense. They connected for about an 81-yard pass play a little bit earlier in the second quarter. We'll see if they can. They especially want to do it again. 1st and 10. Martinez sends a man in motion. It's Robbie Jing, and it's a fake. It's a handoff to Nate Anderson, the running back, and Anderson makes it back to the original line of scrimmage, although there is a flag on the play thrown by one of the side judges.
Looks like holding is going to be the call, and it appears Coach Wood is content to let the clock run out on the first half.
Well, it's not worth risking injury in a tie ball game like this.
And in a non-district game as well.
Oh, yeah. So you might as well, you still got some momentum from having the game tied. We've seen Westwood can score very fast in this game. Remember, the scoring has basically been Eastview came out first, scored on their first offensive series of the game. Westwood came back, scoring 14 straight points, but then they fumbled on their own, inside their own 5-yard line. Eastview recovered that fumble and marched all the way down the field to score their second touchdown of the evening, which tied the ball game up. And indeed, the clock will now stop at 2 seconds left. I guess the Warriors want to get one final play off.
Well, definitely a much more respectable contest that we're seeing tonight than Eastview had last season versus the Warriors.
And now the clock winds down to 0. I am not sure what happened there. The scoreboard operator's got some rust, kind of like we all do, all the players, and especially myself, Michael. So with that, we enter halftime and the end of the Courtney Home Inspection second quarter with the score all tied up. Eastview 14, Westwood 14. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be back for a brief halftime show. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, brought to you by Georgetown Jewelry.
Central Texas High School football on SHN Sports is made possible by Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company. 3 words describe Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company: simple, reliable, and awesome. We support our community. From screen printing and embroidery to promotional products, Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company helps put your brand on your business. Get started on your project today by getting a quick and easy quote online at GeorgetownShirtCompany.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a home or land in the Georgetown area, call Glenn Patterson Realtor. As a third-generation resident of Williamson County, his knowledge will assure you will receive the best price for your purchase or sell. Don't wait. Contact Glenn today at PattersonPropertiesTX.com. Jimmy Jacobs' reputation for building beautiful custom homes in Central Texas speaks for itself. For over 30 years, he has been behind some of the most successful and sought-after new home developments in Georgetown. Grand Endeavor Homes represents a new era of elegant custom home building. Now joined by his son, Justin Jacobs, Jimmy has launched Grand Endeavor Homes to continue his legacy and reputation for custom homes in Georgetown and the surrounding areas. Visit GrandEndeavorHomes.com for details and directions to the model home. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a proud supporter of Central Texas high school football. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based, nonprofit 501c3 Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel. That light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, please visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. If you or your family couldn't work for 6 to 12 months due to a serious illness or major accident, how would that affect you or your family financially? Hi friends, I'm Rob Hipp. I offer products that can help during the tough and unforeseen times. For more information, please call me directly at 512-522-9105. Again, that number is 512-522-9105. Locally owned by Pam and Al Bartschmid, College Street Cottages is proud to offer vacation rentals in beautiful and historic Georgetown, Texas. With premium amenities and comfortably sized spaces, our cottages provide the best accommodations that Georgetown has to offer. All of the remodeled 1940s cottages include complete use of the entire house and yard, fenced backyard with seating, eating area, and a barbecue grill, convenient parking in front, and detached garages. For more information and to book, visit collegestreetcottages.com. 2019 high school football on SHN Sports is proudly presented by Georgetown Jewelry. Georgetown Jewelry is your trusted local jewelry store, family owned and operated since 2013. Whether you desire a one-of-a-kind custom piece or want to enjoy browsing our inventory of both unique and traditional jewelry and watches, stop by and see us at Georgetown Jewelry. We also specialize in jewelry repair and appraisals. For more information, please visit Georgetown Jewelry, located in the Williamsburg Village Shopping Center in Georgetown, or online at georgetownjewelry.com.
Welcome back to Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. We are just about at the end of halftime, which is actually sponsored by Oak Ridge Disciple House. Many thanks to Josh over at Oak Ridge Disciple House for his support of SHN Sports and high school athletics in the Central Texas area. And I'm Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. We are coming to you live from the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where night has befallen us over the last 30 minutes. The bands have performed, and the teams are ready to take the field back as we are tied at 14 all.
Yeah, and that's somewhat surprising. You know, the Austin American-Statesman, they all four projected a Westwood win, and that may still play out that way, but surprisingly, at the half, that it's a tie ball game, and very different from last year's results.
Yeah, again, this is a rematch from last year up in Georgetown at Birkelbach Stadium, GISD Stadium, where Westwood defeated Eastview by a score of 38-21, and it was just total Westwood domination from start to finish. This game so far has been a lot more even-sided, as Michael, we've talked throughout the game about how the new Eastview Patriots head football coach Jared Feacoch has just brought a new level of energy to this Patriots program that we really haven't seen in a couple of years.
Right. And it's not just solely in him. I mean, you look at his coaching staff over there. He was able to make some hires in his staff, and that same enthusiasm has permeated throughout the staff and into the players, and you're seeing that tonight. With their backs against the wall, with Westwood threatening to make a third score of the game, they were able to get a turnover and get the offense back on the field and take it down the other end and tie this ball game up.
Mm-hmm. And if you're just tuning in, Eastview started the scoring off about midway through the first quarter as they scored on their opening drive, a kind of a slow, long offensive series that resulted in a touchdown after a rushing touchdown was called back. It was a pass through the air that got Eastview their first 6 points. Then, however, Westwood went into hurry-up offense and just had the Patriots' defensive number. They scored 14 straight points to take their first lead of the game midway through the second quarter. It was 14-7, and it looked like it was about to be 21-7 after an 80-yard connection between Westwood quarterback R.J. Martinez and his receiver Jace Line. They connected for 80 yards. On the next play, Westwood fumbled the ball. Eastview recovered inside the Westwood 5-yard line. Eastview marched right down the field and scored thanks to a screen pass to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, the running back and starting safety. And that tied the score up at 14, where we are now kicking off the start of the third quarter. Again, much thanks to Oak Ridge Disciple House for sponsoring the SHN halftime shows this season for Eastview Patriot football as we start the third quarter, which will be sponsored by Rob Hip Insurance.
Josh Harris, a great friend to SHN Sports and to Georgetown football.
And the second half is underway now. Westwood kicking off to Eastview after Eastview kicked off to start off the game. And some some trickeration and all that sort of stuff between the scoreboard operator. Kind of put a blemish on what was overall a great first half. Some scoreboard issues really prevented either team from getting a lead or getting some momentum before halftime. So Eastview looking to get some sort of momentum going here on their first offensive series of the second half. On 1st and 10, Jackson Colson hands the ball off to the running back who rushes to the right side, dodges a tackle. It's Isaiah Quentin Jackson on the handoff. He takes the handoff and gets past the 40-yard line for an Eastview first down and gains about 2 additional yards.
Another stop by Eric Wiley for the Warriors, who forces Quentin Jackson out of bounds.
That'll be first down and 10 from the Patriots' 42-yard line. It's another handoff to the back who is swallowed up immediately by a Warrior defender, and it looks to be number 30.
Eric Wiley again
Wiley.
on the stop. And he's just powering that defensive line, playing from the 5 technique on the defensive end.
That's a 2-yard loss for the Patriots on that play. Brings up 2nd down and 12 for the Patriots. Jackson Colson takes the snap. It's a pitch. Roll out to the left side. Pitch to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who takes the ball and makes it maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where the referees rule, as Isaiah Quentin Jackson was forced out of bounds on the left sideline. Either way, that will bring up 3rd down.
Seems like 3rd down and 14.
Yeah, a loss of 2 yards on that play. From our vantage point, it looked like he got back to the original line of scrimmage at the most. But it will be 3rd down and long for the Patriots. We're looking to win their first game of the season and their first game under Coach Fekoch. 3rd down. Jackson Colson drops back. He has a man caught. On the left side, it's Isaiah Quentin Jackson on a screen, and he barrels his way to the 1st down marker and is pushed out of bounds after gaining about 2 additional yards. And what a play on 3rd down. The Patriots get a 1st down and move the chains.
Again, Colson with the delayed screen pass to Quentin Jackson over on the left side and takes it down, picks up the 1st yard with a 3rd and deep play.
And I apologize, that was a Marion Brooks on that screen pass, as he is subbed in for Isaiah Quentin Jackson. And Brooks rushes up the middle on 1st down and has a solid gain of 6, maybe 7 yards before being brought down near the left hash mark. And that brings up 2nd down and 4 now, as the Patriots are into Warrior territory. 2nd down, shotgun formation again. Colson with a fake handoff, throws over the middle, caught, and is completed. This receiver has a lot of room, and he's barreling his way into the end zone untouched. Making the catch was number 10, Roland Hines, I believe, playing some offense there. Either way, it results in a Patriot touchdown, and the Patriots retake the lead. I'm sorry, that was number 16, Michael Sedgwick. About a 40-yard catch for Michael Sedgwick from Jackson Colson, and the Patriots take a commanding 7-point lead yet again over the Westwood Warriors. Or 6 points, I should say. I'm sorry. Wrapped up in a lot of confusion there. That is my mistake. Jose Rodriguez's point after is up, and it is good. So now the lead is 7 points. Patriots 21, Warriors 14.
Well, definitely a dominating opening drive for the Eastview Patriots to get things started here in the 3rd quarter, as they just play smash mouth football with the Warriors and get a couple of good explosive plays from Brooks to get them down the field, and then that last explosive pass play from the hand of Jackson Colson into the end zone for another Patriot touchdown and get their 2nd lead of the game.
And that drive, the good part about that is it didn't even take 2 minutes. 10-12 remaining on the scoreboard clock here for the Rob Hipp Insurance 3rd quarter. And, of course, 7 points being the largest lead of either team in this game so far tonight. But we will see how Westwood will answer, as they have starting running back Nate Anderson, along with one of the starting running backs, Robbie Jing, back deep to return this kickoff from Jose Rodriguez.
Well, you're seeing a lot of enthusiasm there on the kicking team for the Patriots. That is something that we've discussed a couple of times. It's just some of that enthusiasm from Coach Fekoch.
Coach Fekoch bringing a new energy to this Patriots team, and the kick is returned by Jing, and he's got some room. He avoided pretty much every defender somehow on this Patriots special teams units. However, flags are littering the field, so we'll see what that is about.
Well, you're looking at probably either a hold or an illegal block.
Pretty much every referee from behind the runner behind Robbie Jing, threw their flag out. So I'm guessing some sort of illegal block. And it's going to be a clipping call on Westwood. So the Patriots catch a quick break on that return.
Be, I believe, a spot foul. And then they'll take it back. I believe 15-yard variety for the clipping penalty on the personal foul.
So that will set up the Warriors for a 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. R.J. Martinez comes out in the shotgun formation. Nate Anderson to his left. Three wide receivers to Martinez's left. And it's a handoff to Anderson, who rushes up the middle. Makes it to about the 30-yard line before being brought down by a slew of Patriot defenders. Bringing up 2nd down and looks to be 6. They're going to mark him down at the 24-yard line. Or the 29-yard line, excuse me. 2nd down and 6 for the Warriors. Martinez in shotgun formation again. He takes the snap and rolls out to the left side. Throws deep. Has a man who trips. And it falls incomplete. That pass intended for Jace Line, who was wide open in the backfield.
And he was wide open. That turf monster tripped him up, and unfortunately he can't throw a flag on the turf, right?
Yeah, Darian Shanklin was the defender who just lost track of Line, and he got really lucky there because that's something they can clown him about in the film room tomorrow morning.
Right.
It had that pass been completed and had Line not tripped over his own feet. So that brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Warriors. Ball on their own 29-yard line. Martinez in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to his left side. Martinez takes the snap, rolls out to the left side, and looks to throw the same play. It's a throw over the middle, but it falls incomplete. It's a little short. The pass intended for Julian DeBerry, and DeBerry had to kind of fall forward to make that catch, but it hit the ground. So the Patriots get a lucky break there, and we'll see. Westwood will indeed send their punting unit out. $9:21 remaining here in the Rob Hip Insurance 3rd quarter. And the Warriors, after their first offensive series of this second half, will be punting the ball away. Back to return are 2 Patriots. And it's going to be a rugby-style punt by Robbie Jing. And Charles Ross, I think a Patriot touched it before Charles Ross was ready to down the ball. And the Patriots fall on it. So crisis averted there. The Patriots will get the ball and take possession at around their own 40-yard line.
Well, they got a good defensive stop. If they can go down and score again here and get 14 up on the Warriors, that will go a long way to get them the victory in this game. But you can't let your foot off the gas, and you can't afford to take a breather. You got to come at them with full head of steam and keep pushing.
Exactly. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Jackson Colson takes the snap and hands the ball off to Isaiah Quentin Jackson, who has a huge hole, escapes a couple of tackles, picks up some great blocks, rushes to the right side, crosses the 50, crosses the 40, and is brought down out of bounds at about the Westwood 38-yard line. So Isaiah Quentin Jackson comes in at the running back position, and on his first play of this series, brings the Patriots into Westwood territory. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Colson, shotgun formation. He hands the ball off again to the running back, and it's Colson yet again who rushes up the middle, and I believe he got another 1st down. He was tackled after gaining maybe 11 yards. We'll see where the referees spot the ball. They're spotting it right at the 1st down marker. However, the chains have not moved. Officially a 9-yard gain on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 1 at the 29-yard line for the Patriots. Colson takes the snap, fakes a handoff, throws to the left side, has a man, it's caught, and that man avoids a tackle and rushes into the end zone, making the catch, and the touchdown is Jerry Berrien A 29-yard touchdown throw to the left side from Jackson Colson to Jerry Berrien, and the Patriots have now taken a commanding 13-point lead over the Westwood Warriors.
Well, that's exactly what the Patriots needed right there. You get 14 points up on this 6A Warrior team, and you got to feel good about what you've been able to do coming out of halftime. And obviously, whatever pep talk that Coach Feacock gave these young men have definitely done a good thing.
What a great setup by that play, too. Two strong runs by Isaiah Quentin Jackson, followed by a play-action pass as the PAT by Jose Rodriguez is up and good. And the Patriots take their largest lead of the evening. They lead it over the Warriors 28-14. We'll take a brief commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Locally owned by Pam and Al Bartschmid, College Street Cottages is proud to offer vacation rentals in beautiful and historic Georgetown, Texas. With premium amenities and comfortably sized spaces, our cottages provide the best accommodations that Georgetown has to offer. All of the remodeled 1940s cottages include complete use of the entire house and yard, fenced backyard with seating, eating area, and a barbecue grill, convenient parking in front, and detached garages. For more information and to book, visit collegestreetcottages.com.
We're back here at the Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry, where the Patriots, after only about 4 offensive plays, just took a commanding 28-14 lead over the Westwood Warriors.
Yeah, but do you realize they hadn't even put 4 minutes off the clock, and we've scored twice?
Just over 3.5 minutes here for the Patriots. And you're indeed correct, Michael. They have scored on both of their offensive possessions here in the Rob Hip Insurance third quarter. As the kickoff is returned by Robbie Jing of the Warriors, but flags are flying. Another decent return for the Warriors, getting out past the 30-yard line, but this flag should bring them back.
Yeah, I think you may start seeing a little bit of frustration on Westwood's part if they're making these sloppy mistakes, depending on what the call is. I still haven't seen an indication yet. Shot block.
So another penalty on the Warriors. 2 kickoffs this third quarter. 2 penalties on the Warriors that have removed their decent field position and pushed them further back into their own territory.
Another 15-yard variety penalty. That is not a good start to the second half, and I'm sure Coach Wood is probably getting very frustrated with his special teams unit at this point.
8:17 to go here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 22. The Warriors come out in the shotgun formation. R.J. Martinez takes the snap, drops back, and it's a screen pass to Nate Anderson. Nate Anderson catches the ball and is tackled immediately. Loss of maybe 1 on that play. Great job by the Patriots defense on getting all the coverage there.
Yeah, Roland Hines comes up and makes a good stop. You know, Coach Corey McCombs, the defensive coordinator for the Patriots, has really got his defense dialed up to shut down the Warriors so far in this second half.
Clock continues to tick. 2nd down and 11 for the Warriors. R.J. Martinez in the shotgun formation takes the snap. There is a flag thrown by the line judge. It passes to Robbie Jing on the left side, falls incomplete. And there's some extracurricular activity down the field.
That's going to be an offside penalty on the Patriots as they got the early jump and was in the neutral zone at the snap. So that'll back it up 5 yards and shorten the distance to the line to gain for the Warriors.
That'll make it 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 26-yard line of the Warriors. They come out in shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left of R.J. Martinez, the quarterback, who takes the snap and rolls out immediately to the left side. He throws to the left, has a man caught, and rushing out of bounds, that is Jace Line, who makes the catch just past the 40-yard line, and now it's hurry-up offensive mode for the Warriors as they get a first down.
Line wide open in the flats, and Georgetown, or the Eastview, has to close those holes.
Handoff to Nate Anderson here. A blitz by the Patriots is picked up, and Anderson able to rush up the middle for a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. We'll see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors.
Well, I tell you what, Eric Millett has just been reining in the running backs for Westwood.
2nd and 7, R.J. Martinez all alone in the backfield. Throws to the left, completed to his receiver, who makes it to the 50-yard line. That is Julian DeBerry making the catch, and he gets the Warriors another first down as he's brought down at the Patriot 49-yard line. And the Warriors on first down again. Another pass, the same play, caught by Julian DeBerry on the left side, and he's brought down by 2 Patriots defenders, Darian Shanklin and Eric Millett. 2nd down and 3 for the Warriors. R.J. Martinez all alone, 3 receivers to the left side. It's the same play again. Caught by Julian DeBerry, and DeBerry makes it past the 30-yard line and is brought down at the 25-yard line by Isaiah Quentin Jackson and number 35, Justin Nazer. So 2 tackles on that play, and the Warriors have it's kind of like those football video games, Michael. I don't know how much of those you play, but where you find a play that works for a first down, and you just end up spamming it until the defense can stop you, and the Patriots have had to take a timeout to deal with this.
Yeah, they got to stop that momentum, and that's a smart timeout by Eastview. Typically, you don't want to spend it early in this third quarter, but you got to stop this rhythm that Westwood is on. And just like you mentioned, they're going to keep picking at that if Eastview is going to give it to them. Mm-hmm. And they'll take 2 plays to get a first down and then get it into the end zone. So Georgetown has to be heads up and shut those avenues off, at least get them off rhythm, or do something to get R.J. Martinez off his rhythm and either cause him to hurry up and miss the pass. But it's just so fast. It's like a bang play as he's out in the flat and nobody's on him.
Exactly. The plays could best be described as wide receiver screens as they pass to Julian DeBerry, who makes the catch, and then he has 2 blockers right there. It's 1st and 10 from the Patriot 25-yard line. The Warriors set up in the same shotgun formation. R.J. Martinez all alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Martinez takes the snap, drops back. He throws to the left side. It is caught, and a rolling catch. No tackle there. Making the catch for the Warriors is Robbie Jing, and he gets the Warriors inside the 10-yard line.
If Eastview can pick it up, Martinez is telegraphing where he's going. It's because he doesn't go through a progression. He does his check down to his first receiver and doesn't take any other looks.
Halfway through the Rob Hipp Insurance third quarter, it's a handoff to Nate Anderson on 1st and goal, but Anderson is stuffed. He gained maybe a yard on that rush, and that'll bring up 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Pardon me. It's 2nd down and 2nd and goal from the 3.
And Westwood's going to take a timeout. They had a lineman that was out of position and was in the backfield, and they were about to snap the ball, and that would have backed him up for illegal formation because he has to inform the referees that he is a ball carrier.
Eligible ball carrier, yeah. Just like the wide receivers all have to check in with the referees. That's why if you see those linemen running down the field, the ball has to be a certain a certain amount of distance past the field. Otherwise, they're going to declare that lineman an ineligible receiver.
Right. Ineligible receiver downfield. So usually that's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Clock will stop after this timeout with 5 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. And Eastview catches a bit of a break with that timeout call as well, because they get a chance to talk things over with their defensive coaching staff and come up with some new ideas on how to stop this Westwood offense. So it's 2nd down and goal from the 3-yard line. High snap. Martinez hands off to Anderson, but Anderson has trouble taking this, and it might have been fumbled. There's a bit of a scuffle for the ball. The referees haven't ruled anything about a change of possession.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, so Westwood maintains possession, but they lost 2 yards, so that brings up 3rd and goal from the 5. And Martinez now, shotgun formation. Nate Anderson to his right, 3 receivers to his right as well. Anderson throws low to Anderson. And Anderson makes the catch in the end zone. I don't see a touchdown ruling from the referee.
Yeah, the far side line judge.
All right, I
ruled it a touchdown. Evidently, when he got knocked out from underneath his feet, he flipped over into the end zone without either touching the ball down or his knee down.
I was looking at the referee who was in the end zone right there and was expecting him to give the signal, but he never did. So Westwood will score their first points of the 3rd quarter here with 4:31 remaining. The PAT is up, and it is good. So now they cut their deficit to just 7. Eastview will get the ball back, and we'll see what they can do, leading 28-21 after this short commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
Central Texas High School football on SHN Sports is made possible by Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company. 3 words describe Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company: simple, reliable, and awesome. We support our community. From screen printing and embroidery to promotional products, Georgetown and Austin Shirt Company helps put your brand on your business. Get started on your project today by getting a quick and easy quote online at GeorgetownShirtCompany.com.
Back here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, I'm Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. You're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. The Westwood Warriors have just cut their deficit to 7 points, and they kick a high kick to the Patriots. It is taken by one of the upmen, that upman being Amarian Brooks. And now the Patriots, who have scored on both of their offensive series in this 3rd quarter, Michael, look to score again and go back up by 14 points.
Yeah, as long as they can answer every point that's scored by Westwood at this point, that'll win them the game.
And they have a lot of time to work with. It feels like this 3rd quarter has been going on for quite some time, but it's just because of the amount of punts and touchdowns that have been scored. Eastview scored their first 2 touchdowns in about 4 minutes total of this 3rd quarter. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line for the Patriots. Jackson Colson hands the ball off to Brooks.
It was a botched snap. It was a high snap that Colson lost the handle on and able to keep his composure, and he gets behind Brooks and pushes through the line to pick up about 4 yards.
So that brings up 2nd down and 6. Colson now hands off to Brooks. Brooks rushes up the middle. And gain of maybe 2 yards on that play. It'll set up third down for the Patriots, and looks to be 3rd and 3 from the position of where the chains are. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. So on third down, Jackson Colson in the shotgun formation takes the snap, hands off to the back. And that's Brooks yet again. He spins around and looks to have fumbled the ball. Westwood saying they've gotten possession.
No, they're ruling he was down. Progress was stopped, and he picked up the first down.
Now, before the referee signaled, the Warriors players down there, the defensive linemen, were trying to make the signal for the referees. I was just going off of that excitement.
Wishful thinking on their part, right?
Exactly. And the referees are going to give the Patriots the first down there, so they catch a bit of a lucky break.
Tell you what, Brooks is really showing a lot of good things. He's got a lot of good foot movement. He keeps his feet driving.
He takes the handoff on this first down play, crosses the 50-yard line, and is brought down about the 48, and he takes the Patriots into Westwood territory. And, you know, Michael, Eastview, the last couple of years, they've relied on that duo running back tandem. And Brooks and Quentin Jackson both have some big shoes to fill after the graduation of Zion Hester, the starting running back, last year.
Quentin Jackson comes back in.
And it's a play action. The pass intended for Michael Sedgwick, but knocked away. Great defensive coverage there by the Warriors. Thrown to the left side.
It's like Connor Cooper for Westwood breaks that pass up. That was a great play by Cooper.
Brings up third down and 6, stops the clock with 2:29 remaining here. Third down for the Patriots and 6 from the 47-yard line. Colson in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left. Quentin Jackson is in at running back. Colson doesn't like what he sees, makes a couple of adjustments, and looks to his sidelines for directions. Play clock is at 4:3. You got to snap the ball. And they get it off just in time. Colson throws deep to the right. He's got a man and just had overthrown intended for Charles Ross, who got behind the coverage. But Jackson Colson used his arm power, and he made sure that if Charles Ross was unable to get underneath that ball, then no one else would be able to get underneath it either. So it'll bring up fourth down and a punting situation for the Patriots.
Well, that's exactly what Westwood needed to do, was to actually make this stop right here and forcing the Patriots to punt.
.222 to go here in the Rob Hipp Insurance third quarter. The punt is up, and it's a deep one. The signals for a fair catch is Robbie Jing back for the Warriors, and the Patriots, after a great series of bounces, are able to down the ball inside the 5. Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. What an outstanding special teams play by the Patriots off the foot of Jackson Colson. Right. Brooks to Colson's left. Colson drops back in the pocket. And he puts this one aloft for Ross and just overthrows Ross, and the ball will fall incomplete. That will bring up fourth down and 7 for the Patriots.
We apologize for the technical issues we just had. We seem to be back online now, however. And score is still tied up here, 28 all, 8:13 remaining here in the ball game, as the Patriots have now just been forced into a punting situation, Michael.
Yeah, that's definitely where they don't need to be. And again, it looks like it's going to be an empty set for the Warriors as they look to maybe some trickeration. That Colson will pooch punt, and he'll kick this one, and this is going to roll down to the 5 yard line of Westwood. Another great punt by Jackson Colson.
A great punt. We'll see if the defense has a chance against this Westwood offense that has really had the Patriots' number over the last, say, 10 minutes of game time or so, Michael.
Right. And if it follows like it did in the first half, Westwood had a couple of drives where they had the up tempo and just seemed to wane. They had a hard time keeping up that same tempo, and there toward the end of the half they were struggling. Well, what is going on? Evidently there was a penalty we didn't catch, and looks like they're going to have to punt the ball again.
It's harder and harder to catch these penalties.
I never saw the
mic.
flag. I never saw the flag.
We can't hear the referees without the crowd mic input. So apologies for that, viewers. We should be all set back to normal next week when we return home, as Eastview will face Canyon High School in a rematch from last year's high-scoring affair. They're going to redo this punt. My mistake. So more like 4th and 12. Eastview gets ready to punt the ball again. Back deep to return for the Warriors. They've got 2, Robbie Jing. And Robbie Jing will take the ball at the 25-yard line, and he makes it to the 30 before being forced out of bounds by a Patriot defender.
And Laundry on the field again.
I think that might have been unnecessary roughness, perhaps, as Robbie Jing is still down on the Westwood sideline. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. He didn't really have a lot of room to maneuver on that hit.
Looks like they're going to walk it back against Westwood. Illegal block in the back by Westwood. And they had the ball at the 30, and it will move it back to the 24-yard line, or the 19-yard line, I'm sorry. So there you go. The Warriors will have it 1st and 10 from the 19 to start this next drive. 7:53 remains on the clock here in the fourth quarter. And the Warriors going empty set on this one, Travis.
They have done this quite some time before. Look out for Julian DeBerry there on the right side as R.J. Martinez in the shotgun formation, and he throws to the left. Wide open receiver makes the catch. Number 11 can't quite get the first down, however. That is Oliver Yu making the catch for the Warriors.
I'll tell you what, they have just picked on that little flat on both sides, whether it's to the right or to the left. And they have done a very good job of taking advantage of Eastview.
And now it's a handoff to Nate Anderson, who rushes up the middle and rushes towards the left hash mark and is brought down after gaining a first down and a whole lot more. Brought down about the Westwood 40 and will move the chains for another first down. And it's a hurry up again. Another handoff to Nate Anderson, who rushes up the middle. Gain of about 5 before being gang tackled by a trio of Patriot defenders who kind of looked like they were just kind of holding on in a windstorm or something to Nate Anderson.
Now this is the Big Mo taking over right now for Westwood.
2nd down and 6. Martinez rolls out to the right side. He throws, has Julian DeBerry in his sights, but the pass falls incomplete. It's overthrown. And
wide, yeah, he was wide open and throws to the left of Berry, and he's wide open again. You know, he's been picking those spots, and he goes back to them right there in the flats in no man's land.
They obviously see a weakness in this Patriots defense, and it's 3rd down and 6. Martinez, they're going to try the same play again. Martinez rolls out to the right side, barely gets the ball away before being dropped by Isaiah Quentin Jackson. The pass intended for Jace Line, but it falls off of his fingertips and falls incomplete, and that sets up a 4th down for the Warriors. I don't see any flags or anything on the field, so we'll see if the Warriors elect to punt here. And they're going to go for it instead. 4th down and 6 here. Martinez all alone in the backfield. 3 receivers to his right, 2 on the left. Martinez takes the ball himself and scrambles, and he's tackled short of the first down line. The Patriots defense holds.
Turnover on downs.
What a huge defensive stand by the Patriots.
With 6:40 left in the fourth quarter, that's a huge, huge stand for Eastview. They need to take it down. They've got a short field to start out with right here, so they need to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, they're getting the ball back at the Westwood 48-yard line, so just past half field or midfield. Wow, what a defensive play. So you said it, Michael. They've got to take advantage of this because they're going to have a difficult time stopping this Westwood offense. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line, 6:40 remaining in the ball game. Shotgun formation, Jackson Colson hands the ball off to Brooks, and Brooks has a huge hole up the middle. He gets a first down and is brought down after running about 15 yards.
And that's exactly what you needed. Keep the ball on the ground and take it to Westwood and run the time off the clock and get in and get the score.
1st and 10, Jackson Colson fakes a handoff. It's a read option play. Colson keeps the ball himself. Up the middle for about 2 yards on the read option run. A late flag comes out in the backfield at about the 20-yard line, however.
It might be a holding call against Eastview.
Well, the flag came out well after the play was done. And it was from one of the back judges.
Then maybe it's a face mask.
Coach Fekoch is over there on the sidelines clapping as he talks with Brooks, so very may well it be indeed.
Personal foul. That'll be a 15-yard variety right there, and that's the third big mental mistake that the Warriors have made tonight in giving up. That right there makes 45 yards worth of personal foul penalties in this contest.
And remember, both teams are 1 each on the turnover scale. Both teams have fumbled the ball once. So this sets up 1st and 10.
In the red zone.
Yeah, at the 19-yard line. Colson with a quick throw. It is caught by number
9.
Number 9. That's Charles Ross right there. So
and Ross catch. The great thing about that catch, Travis, was that he had to turn opposite of his body. His motion was taking him inside. The throw was to his outside. He spun around, made that catch, diving toward the sideline. What an outstanding play by that young man. He has been clutch all night for the Patriots.
Brings up 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line. It's a handoff to
Brooks.
Was Brooks indeed, and he really didn't have anything going on that play. Sets up a 3rd and manageable for the Patriots.
Well, I think what actually happened was it was a busted play, and because Brooks went into the line, actually stood up and was not able to get his feet underneath him, and Westwood able to stop him.
3rd down and 5 for the Patriots. Ball on the 15-yard line. Colson takes the snap. He throws again to Ross. Ross makes the catch. Tackled almost immediately on the right side, near the right sideline.
He's right at the 10-yard line. We're very close to a first down.
They're not going to give Ross the first down, so it'll be 4th down and a very long one for the Patriots.
So here you go. Gut check time for the Patriots and Coach Fekoch. Do you go for it? You've got that big old bruising back. Well, actually, you've got Quentin Jackson, who has come in.
You can't go for the field goal because you run the risk of losing by 4 points if you allow the Warriors to score another touchdown. And a timeout will be called now with 4:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
That's probably the best timeout of the game that Coach Fekoch has taken. It'll give them just a moment to sit back and catch their breath and then make a for sure decision and going for this first down. I mean, it's less than a yard. So you would surely believe that Eastview's big lineman up front can push and pick up that first down with Quentin Jackson taking it through.
Exactly, and that's one of the things Eastview has liked to do under the past coaching regime is they had that two-headed monster at running back. They'd have a big bruiser that could go and power through when you only needed 2-3 yards, and then they had the speedster back who was pretty much used in between the 20s.
Right, and you have that with Brooks and Quentin Jackson. The speed in Quentin Jackson and that big bruising power and speed along with Brooks.
Marion Brooks and Isaiah Quentin Jackson, both juniors. So
this is a new twist. Roland Hines in at fullback.
4th down and 1, a huge play. And the Patriots rush up the middle, and they've got the first down. The chains will be moved. There is some disagreement on the field over whether they actually got the first down. We'll see what the referees decide. Patriots say they got the first down.
It's official timeout, so they may be calling the chains over.
Yeah, they are going to bring the chains out to measure. The Warriors say they didn't get the first down. The Patriots say they got it.
It's very close.
I'm looking at the big screen over here, and
yeah, they picked it up.
They've got it by about half of the football from what it looks like.
Well, that's exactly what they needed. You're down to 4:15 on the play clock here late in the fourth quarter.
4:15 remaining here in the ball game. 4:15 remaining in the Rob Hip Insurance fourth quarter. And the Patriots now, it'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, so no more opportunities to get a first down. It's basically 4 more plays, 4 chances to get into the end zone now for the Patriots and retake the lead. We're tied at 28 all here. It's been a thrilling back and forth of a game.
Well, Brooks back in the game now.
Colson in the shotgun formation. He hands it off to Brooks, who rushes up the middle and is brought down just after passing the defensive line. He makes it to about the 5-yard line, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The thing that's really most impressive about Brooks, Travis, is the fact that when he gets the ball in his hands, his feet are constantly moving. You don't see him making these little hitch steps. His feet are constantly moving and moving forward. He's going up the field. He's not trying to move a lot of times side to side. He'll do a spin here and there, but most of the time he is taking it upfield.
2nd down and goal. Jackson Colson throws over the middle into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, a Patriots touchdown, making the catch.
Ross.
It's Charles Ross. Charles Ross, yet again, the hero of the game, and the Patriots retake the lead by 6 points.
Oh, there's a penalty. It may be a celebration penalty against Eastview.
It's a very, very late flag, and I think that is what it's going to be, hopefully, for the Patriots, if you're a Patriots fan, because Ross was jumping up and down all over his teammates.
No, it's against the Warriors.
That's interesting. So the touchdown will stand.
It would have stood even if it was a celebration penalty. They would just have to either assess it on the kickoff. Most likely it'd be the kickoff. They wouldn't do it on the extra point.
Mm-hmm. High school level. So with 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the ball game, the Patriots retake the lead, pinning the PAT as Jose Rodriguez comes back out. This will be his 5th PAT of the ball game. PAT is up. Yes, it looks like someone got a hand on it.
Just over the crossbar. Good. It just barely got over the crossbar.
Just over the crossbar. And with that, the Patriots retake the lead by 7 points. They lead it over Westwood 35-28. We'll take a brief commercial break, and when we return, we will see if Westwood can answer and tie this game back up. Tuned, you're watching Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, brought to you by Georgetown Jewelry.
Locally owned by Pam and Al Bartschmid, College Street Cottages is proud to offer vacation rentals in beautiful and historic Georgetown, Texas. With premium amenities and comfortably sized spaces, our cottages provide the best accommodations that Georgetown has to offer. All of the remodeled 1940s cottages include complete use of the entire house and yard, fenced backyard with seating, eating area, and a barbecue grill, convenient parking in front, and detached garages. For more information and to book, visit collegestreetcottages.com.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where the Eastview Patriots have just retaken the lead. They lead it 35-28 over the Westwood Warriors. I'm Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's special Thursday edition of Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry.
So that penalty was against the Patriots for excessive celebration. They backed it up. They will be kicking from the 25-yard line this time.
Well, you can't help but be happy after that Charles Ross touchdown reception.
Charles Ross kicking off.
Charles Ross has got my vote for Eastview MVP of this game so far. And his kick is short and taken by one of the upmen.
Fair catch. Number 22.
Drew Goodall. He just fair catches it. Those upmen are there for a reason. They're not expected to make really deep returns. So,
well, probably what Coach Wood told him when they came out. We don't want you to try to run the ball. We don't want to run the clock off. Let's fair catch it if they kick it short and get our offense back on the field. They're going to have a shorter field than what they're used to. Their offense has been an explosive offense with their up-tempo scheme. It has kept Georgetown Eastview on their heels the whole second half.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. It's a handoff to Nate Anderson, who rushes up the middle for a several-yard gain. About a 2-3-yard gain brings up 2nd down for the Warriors. Martinez takes the snap, rolls out to the right side, throws, has his man caught, and brought down untouched, I should say. Making the catch is Oliver Yu. And actually, no, they are going to give the Warriors the 1st down there.
Again, that's another pass. They're in the flats. And Eastview just continually gives it up.
Clock continues to tick. 2 minutes, 43 seconds and counting for the Warriors, who trail by 7. Martinez takes the snap, throws to the right side, has a man again in the flat. That's Robbie Jing making the catch, and he's brought down just past the 50 by Isaiah Quentin Jackson.
Man, that was a great stop by Quentin Jackson. Takes his feet out from underneath him, not able to continue moving the ball forward. Very headsy play.
2nd and 7 ball on the Patriot 48-yard line for the Warriors. Martinez looking over to the left side, or the right side line, where he's getting his instructions from the coaching staff. He throws a quick screen to the right side to Oliver Yu. It is caught. Gain of 2, maybe 3 yards if they're lucky. Sets up 3rd down and manageable for the Warriors. And they're in total hurry-up mode. 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors. Martinez takes the snap, drops back to throw. He throws to the right side. It is caught by Oliver Yu again. Oliver Yu able to rush after making the catch for about 5 yards. Enough for the 1st down. Brought down about the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, they're eating this zone coverage up. They are just tearing them up.
90 seconds remaining here in the ball game. The Warriors have to be cautious of the clock as well. 1st and 10. Martinez drops back to throw. It's the same play, caught by Oliver Yu again, and Oliver Yu is tackled by Charles Ross just shy of the 30-yard line.
Got a minute 19 left in this 4th quarter.
They're setting something up. The Patriots need to be wary of the big deep pass play here. Martinez on 2nd down. Throws to the left side. It is caught.
He drops it.
No, I'm sorry.
In and out of the hands of Barry.
Yeah, Julian DeBerry again. We've called his name quite a number of times tonight. It looked to me I didn't see the ball drop out of his hands, and then it ended up about 5 yards behind him.
Yeah, he stoned right in his breadbasket and popped out.
That will stop the clock with 1:04 remaining. It is 3rd down and 2, so a huge 3rd down here for the Warriors. Patriots have 1 timeout remaining. The Warriors have 2. Martinez in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to his left side, trips to the right, and it's a short pass behind him, and the Patriots nearly able to bring the receiver down behind the line of scrimmage. It is caught, and that is Jace Line, who is able to get the ball past the 1st down marker and move the chains for the Warriors.
Well, the Patriots had him behind the line. They just couldn't wrap him up.
1st and 10. Martinez rolls out, picks up a great block to the right side, overthrows his intended target, Jace Line, at around the 10-yard line. That pass falls incomplete and will bring up 2nd down and 10.
45 seconds left. People sitting on the edge of their seat right now in this one.
The ball is on the 30-yard line, and might I say, Michael, what a way to kick off the 2019 football season here on SHN Sports. This has been a very great game.
Yeah, no matter how this game finishes out, it has been a quality game for both squads.
2nd and 10, ball on the 30-yard line for Westwood. They come out in the shotgun formation. Nate Anderson in at running back to Martinez's right. 3 receivers to the right side as well. Martinez takes the snap and drops back, and he's got to avoid pressure from Isaiah Quentin Jackson. He ends up just throwing the ball away to the left sideline. That brings up 3rd down and 10. Ball still on the 30-yard line. Another huge 3rd down here for the Warriors.
Great job by the Patriots secondary to keep everybody in coverage and force Martinez to throw it out of bounds.
38 seconds left. The clock is stopped. The Warriors trail by 7. Eastview leads at 35-28, looking to avenge that 38-21 loss that they took from Westwood at home to open up the 2018 football season. 3rd and 10, here we go. Martinez takes the snap from the shotgun formation, rolls out to the right side, throws, has a man caught. It's Oliver Yu yet again, and he makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. Correction, they're going to mark him down at the 11, but it does bring up 1st down and 10.
And he got thrown out of bounds, and that stopped the clock. Unfortunately, you didn't want that. I mean, they stopped it with the chains moving forward. We'll see if they start the clock back and give him the credit for out of bounds.
Very intentional target there.
And it appears that they did.
The Warriors, I should say, can still get a 1st down here. It's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Martinez takes the snap, throws to the left side, nearly intercepted by Charles Ross. The pass intended for Jace Line. Ross cut in front of that route and was able to get a fingertip on the ball. Could not make the interception, but a great pass breakup.
The timeout called by, I believe, Eastview. They have 1 timeout remaining, but the field is now short, so it closes everything together. So those wide gaps that they had previously are closed down.
Not a timeout called per se. We've got an injured Westwood Warrior on the field.
Oh, I missed seeing that.
Nate Anderson, the running back, but he's walking off the field under his own power. He'll be okay. 27 seconds left, and gets the Eastview defense a little bit of a breather at least, as the Warriors look to tie this game up in the final seconds. 27 seconds left, 2nd and 10 on the 11-yard line. The Warriors trail 35-28. Martinez in the shotgun formation all alone. 3 receivers to his right. Martinez takes the snap, drops back, throws to the left side. He's got his man. It's Oliver Yu, who walks into the end zone wide open up the middle. And we are just a PAT from having a tie game, Michael. We might have overtime in our future.
Well, that's the gut punch that you don't want right there. But it's where Eastview has had an Achilles heel all night long in the slant and the flat, and Martinez has just picked them apart. So they'll have a lot of film to go back and review to see, okay, we've left these areas open. Where did we fail in our assignments? Are we running a zone defense that is allowing these gaps, and the extra point is made, so this ball game's tied? with 22 seconds remaining, so there may be some bonus time here.
Exactly. What a way to kick off this 2019 football season. 22 seconds remaining, and the PAT is good for Westwood, 35 all, and we'll see what the Eastview Patriots can do.
Who would have thought it, that we'd be at this point in the game and we're tied up at 35. Eastview has really played some good football tonight. Just, a few defensive mistakes and giving up the flats and the slants to this Westwood offense, and R.J. Martinez taking every opportunity, advantage of every opportunity to get those completions. So the bad thing is that he telegraphs his passes, because he not very often does he do his check downs and pick up his progressions. He's usually looking to the first receiver, and he stays with him the whole time.
This defense will get a well-deserved 8 days of rest, as they'll return home for the first time this season next week to take on Canyon High School out of New Braunfels in a rematch of last year's high-scoring affair down in New Braunfels. Westwood's kick is high, and it is fair caught by one of the upmen. That is number 4, Cooper Namkin. And that fair catch is caught around the 25-yard line, so the Patriots have one timeout remaining, 22 seconds to work with to get at least in field goal range to try to avoid overtime.
Back in my day, we didn't get to play overtime. It was usually the winner was determined by penetrations across the 20-yard line. So the game would end with a tie, but the tiebreaker was penetrations. And if the penetrations were tied, then it was by, I think, number of first downs, something like that.
It's crazy to see how much the game has evolved. First down and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line for the Patriots. Jackson Colson in the shotgun formation. He just hands the ball off to the running back, Isaiah Quentin Jackson. Quentin Jackson runs out to the right side and gains about 8 yards on that carry, and I think the Patriots are just going to be content to run this clock out rather than risk any injury. 5 seconds to go here. Officially a 7-yard gain. And that'll do it for regulation. We are going into overtime. That is the end of the Rob Hip Insurance fourth quarter as well. We don't have a sponsor for overtime. We got to work on that, I guess, now. What a game to kick off the 2019 football season here on SHN Sports. I'm Travis Banks alongside Michael Francis. We are coming to you live from Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex here in Northwest Austin. Just the Palace on Palmer, just shy of Cedar Park, the southern Cedar Park area, Lakeline Mall. All those Austin landmarks.
Yep, just about a half mile from Avery Ranch Boulevard. And about a mile from 620. Just north of 620.
Hopefully the traffic has lightened up a little bit in the 4 or 5 hours we've been here, since it was about 5:30 when we got here.
Yep, it was early. That's for sure, but I'd rather be early than late.
Speaking of early, I think all but next week, Eastview's games will all kick off at 7 p.m. across the season. So
I believe that's right.
You and I will be covering all 10 games, plus any playoff appearances, knock on wood, for the Patriots this year.
So keep in mind, Eastview fans, that next week's home game will be the opening home game of the season for the Patriots, but it will also be the homecoming game.
Homecoming very, very early this year, yes. There's not a lot of home games on the Eastview schedule this year.
Only 4.
And the non-district slate We've got Westwood tonight. Next week is a rematch against New Braunfels Canyon from last year. And 2 weeks from tomorrow, the two of us will be coming to you live from Reagan High School as the Patriots visit Reagan, although I think they renamed Reagan this year. Northeast, that's right. And
Still the Raiders, but it's Northeast High School now.
No longer named after John Reagan. I'm probably going to be calling them Reagan throughout that entire ball game, so my apologies in advance. I got to work on that now between now and then. And then the week after that is, I believe the entire district is on a bye week. I think that would be the weekend of September 20th.
I believe that is correct.
They did that last year. The first week of district play was a bye week for all the teams, which kind of worked out really well because there was a while there for a couple of years that I started covering the Patriots with Steven Strong that it just so happened that the Patriots bye week was the final week of the season. So they would go into around Halloween, and then that would be the last game, and then they would have no way to kind of control their own destiny. It would depend on like 3 different teams winning or losing, and I always thought that was a little that wasn't really that fair. So I guess somebody heard my cries and decided to give all the teams the same bye week, and now they all play each other.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Travis. Doesn't high school follow the same as the college rules for overtime?
I believe Texas high school football, yes. Outside of a few minor differences, it's pretty much the same as college football rules. Patriots will get the ball first at their own, or at the 25-yard line, I should say. Jackson Colson lines up in the shotgun formation. Isaiah Quentin Jackson is in at running back on his left side. Colson takes the snap, drops back. He throws deep on the first play, and it is caught in the end zone by Charles Ross. Charles Ross with his second touchdown catch of the evening. And just like that, the Patriots put up 6 points in overtime. The first play of overtime.
Well, Ross has been solid in that wide receiver position all night long, and he's been a favorite target of Jackson Colson.
That was just a fade route, too. Jackson Colson took the snap, dropped back about 3 steps, threw the ball to the right side of the end zone as far as he could throw it, and Charles Ross broke free from the coverage, got behind the coverage, and was able to make that catch wide open. What a play by the Patriots. And now the PAT is up, and it is good after nearly being blocked. So the Patriots now lead at 42-35, and now Westwood will have an attempt at tying this game up and taking it into a second overtime. So this is a huge stand here for the Patriots defense. They're going to remain on the same side of the field.
Well, R.J. Martinez has been consistent on hitting his receivers, so you can look to DeBerry or Line most likely. Either a slant or in the flats like a little bubble screen.
3 receivers to the right. Watch out for Julian DeBerry, who's on the far left. And it's a handoff to Nate Anderson, who rushes up the middle, gets to about the 20-yard line before being brought down. So it looks like the Warriors, I should say, are going to be slow to set things up here, try to catch the Patriots off guard.
If the Patriots can hold here and keep Westwood from scoring, they'll win this game.
Second down for the Warriors. And it's a pass to Julian DeBerry, who makes it inside the 10-yard line. And that'll set up a first down for the Warriors here in overtime as they're content with completing these short passes.
Well, it's worked for them all night long.
Whereas the Patriots decided to go all for it at once, the Warriors have decided to take a bit of a slower approach.
I'd say look for a slant right here across the middle. See if that follows consistent with the rest of their.
It's a handoff to Nate Anderson, who sweeps to the left side and can't be tackled, and he's knocked out of bounds by one of his own guards. Nate Anderson rushes inside the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal now. And the Warriors now lining back up, 2nd and goal. It's another handoff to Nate Anderson, who sweeps to the right this time, and he's just barely knocked out of the end zone. And the referees rule him down just shy of the goal line at the 1-yard line. What a great defensive effort, getting that pushback on Nate Anderson and preventing him from from breaking the plane. That'll set up a 3rd down and goal from the 1. The Warriors are huddling up. Remember, R.J. Martinez scored on a quarterback sneak earlier this game. 3rd down and goal. Martinez hands the ball off to Nate Anderson again. Nate Anderson, does he break the plane?
No, he doesn't.
Nate Anderson did not break the plane. Wow, the defense stands. The defensive line stands for the Patriots, and now it's 4th and goal from the 1. This will do it. Can the Patriots stand? The midway through the 2016 season 3 years ago, and this really feels like the first time they've looked like a complete team. They had a bit of a balanced offense. The defense, obviously there's some kinks to work out there. They were getting burned by the Warriors' offense, but they held it together. They were able to come back. They never trailed by more than 7 points. Their biggest lead was 14 points at one time. And they had some heart, and they fought back, and they are rewarded with a win in overtime.
What an exciting win. And you see it in these young men. They're excited. They just came away from defeating a 13-6A good Westwood Warrior football team.
As we've mentioned throughout this broadcast, Michael, Coach Fekoch has just brought a new energy, a new level of energy to this Patriots team, and it shows. I think this victory tonight shows that they are buying into what Coach Fekoch is selling. They are accepting his methods, and they are coming out onto the field. They are happy to play for him. They are happy to represent Eastview High School underneath him.
Well, one of the biggest things that he really has drilled into these kids is to believe in themselves, that they're going to come out, they're going to work hard, nobody's going to outwork them, nobody's going to out-physical them. They're going to come out and they're going to play hard and play together as a team. And they showed that tonight. You didn't see when they got behind that they were dejected and ready to pack up and go home, and we'll just call it another loss because it's a 6A Westwood Warrior team, and they really put it to us last year. No, you saw some electricity from the coaching staff to the players. You saw it on the field. You saw it on the kicking team. You saw the coaches run out there at the end of the game to go meet their defensive lineman that made that stop against a good running back in Anderson. What an outstanding effort by this team, and the electricity that they have getting started here early in the 2019 football season.
Eastview spoils the home opener for the Westwood Warriors. They're home away from home here at the Palace on Palmer, Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. And Eastview will take their 1-0 record back home next week. They got revenge over Westwood for the loss last year, and they'll look to avenge another one of last year's losses against New Braunfels Canyon. That game will take place next Friday night. If you are unable to attend the ball game at the GISD Birkelbach Field, GISD Athletic Complex, we will be broadcasting that game to you guys. The kickoff is at 7:30 next Friday night, a week from tomorrow. And we will be going live about 7:15, 7:20-ish, Michael. And real quick before we get out of here and let these kids celebrate their victory, MVP, I think we can unanimously agree that would be Charles Ross.
You really got to look to Charles Ross. And if you're going to look to somebody else, you're going to have to look at Brooks, secondly. And then thirdly, you're going to have to look at Jackson Colson. He led this offense, and, it's a senior who just got out here and did what he does. He leads. He plays heads-up football. He had some high snaps that he had to deal with, and kept his composure and used his feet when he needed to, but he believed in the system. He believed in what the coaches asked him to do, and he did that.
Any final thoughts, Michael Francis, before we get out of here?
Just a great night of football, Texas high school football, and getting to work with you doing football. I've worked with you doing baseball. Now I've had the opportunity to work with you doing football, and I look forward to the rest of the season of bringing Eastview Patriot football to SHN Sports and to the Georgetown Eastview family. Thank you for being a part of this with us.
Well, if tonight's game is any indication, this is going to be one heck of a football season for the Eastview Patriots. He's Michael Francis. I'm Travis Banks. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Eastview Patriot Football on SHN Sports, presented by Georgetown Jewelry. And we'd like to give one last shout-out to all of our sponsors. College Street Cottages, Georgetown Jewelry, the Georgetown Shirt Company, Glenn Patterson Realtor, Grand Endeavor Homes, Oak Ridge Disciple House, and Rob Hip Insurance. With that, the final score for tonight in overtime, Eastview 42, Westwood 35. We will see you next week at 7:30 for Eastview's home opener against New Braunfels Canyon. Until then, have a safe and happy Labor Day weekend, and so long from the Lone Star State.